So in this tutorial video, I will give you some advanced possibilities of the simple search window. So let's just do a review of the simple ones. So on the keyboard, I do question mark to open a simple search window or use the function key F4. So I do question mark, and you can type one word, so for example injure, and enter to select it from the autocomplete box. I can type a second word, so for example head, and again enter from the autocomplete box to select it, and I press enter again and it starts to search. And I have here at the top mentioned search in the current document only. This is my default setting now, and this default setting you can select here via the local options, and you can do it here in the top search options, and you say always search in the same place. It means this is the default location where you want to search. In which documents do you want to search by default? And I had set it now in the current document, which means the repertory, because I'm coming from the repertory. So you could do a single word search, type 2-word search, double click somewhere on one of the found symptoms, and you go to that location in the repertory. Now if I do on the keyboard again question mark or F4, I will open the search window again, and the previous search result is deleted. But if I want to keep it, I just click here on the top of search, and here is still my search result. I can go down, for example, and double click on another one to go to that location. Okay, that was search on one word or 2 words. Now I do search for a remedy. So on the keyboard I press question mark or F4, and I start to type or the abbreviation of that remedy or the full name. So I do, for example, Arnica. But if you do that, you need to be careful that from the autocomplete list you really select this item which has behind it the indication remedy. Or I could have typed here ARN with a dot, so then I will be more quickly to the item I need. So here Arnica montana as a remedy, I press enter, enter, and I search through the whole synthesis all rubrics where that remedy is located. Okay, again I can double click on one of these symptoms to go to the repertory to that rubric where that remedy is. Of course, a remedy search you can also do in other ways. But okay, I do question mark, and then let's say I only want to find all symptoms in the repertory where arnica is the 3rd degree. So again I type ARN with a dot, then the autocomplete list becomes much smaller. I select the one with the indication remedy behind it and press enter. Now, if I want to find only those symptoms in the repertory where arnica is a 3rd degree, I do a right mouse click here on that remedy name, and from this list I say, okay, I deselect degree 1 and 2, so only the degree 3 and 4. And okay, let's also do only rubrics that are not too large. Let's say not larger than 50 remedies. So I select this item, rubrics with less than, no, sorry, this is not the one I need. This one, rubrics containing less than or equal 50. So this is the second one is what I need. The rubric size, I want to find rubrics containing less than 50 remedies, and I say OK, and to start my search I press enter on the keyboard again, or in the left upper corner I click here on the search button. Now let's see, I found now 182 rubrics in the repertory where arnica is in a 3rd or 4th degree. Okay, I will just show you a few, and see there's arnica 4, here's arnica 3, etc. Okay, let me clear this. Okay, the next thing you can search for is a family. So I just start to type on the keyboard, for example, Solanaceae. So I type Solana, and then from the autocomplete box I select the items which has family behind it. So here let's select Solanaceae from the APG2. Now, what is a family search? A family search is that I search now in my repertory all symptoms, all rubrics that has at least one family member of the Solanacea in it. Okay, and again, if I want to specify more, I right mouse click here and I can say, for example, rubrics with at least so much % of that family, or at least so many family members, or again rubric size which are not too big. So for example, I want to find all rubrics not larger than 10 remedies in it, which has 2 Solanacea remedies. So then I select here the first one. I say I want to select more than or equal 2 family members of that family. Then I want to select rubrics which contain less than or equal, let's say 10. Okay, so now I will search for all symptoms in the repertory, all rubrics in the repertory, which are not larger than 10 remedies and where at least 2 Solanacea members are there. Okay, I click here on the search icon to start my search, and let's see how many will be found. There are 221 symptoms found, and let's here have a look. You see here there is Hyoscyamus and Stramonium. Okay, let's do another one. Here you see Belladonna and Hyoscyamus. Okay, let's do the next one. Now, just let's go back to the synthesis and I will just show you again how quickly this method is. On the keyboard, I now start to type question mark and it will open my simple search window, and I want to find all symptoms for a certain word where a certain remedy is in. So for example, I want to find all symptoms of pregnancy where the remedy sepia is in. On the keyboard I press question mark. I just start to type pregnancy or pregnant, it doesn't matter because by default it always searches the root branches. And now I want to find the remedy sepia, so SEP, and if I press the dot, the autocomplete list is much smaller and I select the item which has behind it remedy. Enter, I press again enter, and now it will search for me in the repertory all symptoms where the word pregnancy is and sepia is in. Okay, that of course I can also do with a word and a family name. That's the same type of search.